Let's rejoice that we finally got one of the greatest Superman movies that ever hit our screen. Now, my Superman review. Let's get into the positives, the negatives, and overall, let's wrap it up. So let's go. Definitely one of the positives of this film is definitely David Cornsweet. He is Superman throughout this film. He's Clark Kent. He's Superman. Now, he's not Christopher Reeve's level to me, but he's damn near close. Like, he was just amazing all throughout this film. The speeches that he gave, the goofiness, just everything about this character just oozed out of him. Just an all amazing around great performance, a great Superman, great Clark Kent, and I cannot wait to see more of Superman in James Gunn's DCU. Alright, one of the other positives of this film is definitely the supporting characters. Whether you talk about Lex Luthor, Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, they're all just casted fantastically and just fantastic in this film. Lex Luthor, but when I tell you he gave main character energy, he's probably one of the greatest villains. I'll probably put him above Thanos. Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, he was just that good. Like, it was this monologue that he gave during the fight scene towards the end of the movie. That was just God tier. Like, you have to see that scene. It's just probably one of the greatest scenes throughout the movie. But Lex Luthor was great. Very in character with the comic books, the cartoon, and just Lex Luthor media in general. Lois Lane also fantastic in this movie. Great chemistry with Superman Clark Kent. Just a good reporter, no nonsense woman. Yeah, it was just, the supporting characters was just amazing in the film. Also, a big shout out to the action. There's not a lot of action in this film, but we do get action. It is really, really good. Some of the CGI is a little bit wonky, and I could have used a little bit more action, but the action is great. Bro, like some of the shots in this movie, how the camera works, just flawless. But yeah. Alright, now that I talked about the positives, let's talk about the nitpicks I have with the film. Not problems, but just small little things. Alright, the first nitpick is definitely the supporting characters. While I talked about it in my positive review, I think also there's also some negatives that comes out of it. Now, the supporting characters aren't bad, but I feel like some supporting characters had more to do than others. You know, Hawkgirl in particular, she had very little to do in the film. Isabella is amazing in that role, but she just had a little bit to do. Also, Nathan Fillion and Guy Gardner, he was amazing in the film. Very funny. Just great casting. But they got really pushed to the back burner. I mean, it is a Superman movie, but I would like to see a little bit more of them in the film. Some of the scenes could have been cut out. I think some of the scenes between like certain supporting characters could have been cut out, but overall really good. Mr. Terrific was great in the film. He actually had the most to do within this film. He was overall great. But yeah, that's really one of the first nitpicks I have with the film. One of the other nitpicks that I have with this film is also the pacing of this film. At times, it could drag a little bit. You know, again, like I said before in my previous nitpicks, I thought that some scenes could have been cut out. I think some scenes could have been added in, like the explanation of the Justice Gang and certain characters within the Justice Gang, where they come from, who they are, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But also the engineer too, as well. Just some more scenes of the exploration around certain characters, what they do, how their powers work. That's just a little nitpick. Alright, overall, in conclusion, this is a fantastic Superman story. Probably one of my top 10 superhero movies. All around amazing. The nitpicks are very small. Not many problems that I had with the movie. The movie is goofy at times. I also think that that's one of the other nitpicks as well. It does feel like a CW show, like the Arrowverse, which I love the Arrowverse, but it did feel a little bit goofy at times where it didn't need to be or got too much. But overall, fantastic movie. Lex Luthor, amazing villain. Probably a top 10, top 5 best villain. Overall, a really amazing start to James Gunn DCU. Hats off to James Gunn. I'm just excited, more excited now for his DCU now than I've ever been before. Like, completely, James Gunn's cooked.